I'll tell you, it used to blister my tits when I was playing Pokemon Stadium when I was little. The first one, and they were both on N64. Beautiful games, great pieces of video game history that we can still revisit from time to time. I wonder, they never remade it, they never revisited it. They made that Pokemon Coliseum for the GameCube. That was an excellent game too. I loved it. That guy, the main character in that, he reminded me of Riku when he gets taken over by Ansem in Kingdom Hearts. But when I would play this game, and one day I was some sort of, I forget who I was up against, but I lost to a Gengar, and I lost my shit. And I started screaming at the TV, giving the hardest middle finger I've ever held up in my life at that point. I was about, I don't remember. I hadn't hit double-digit ages yet. So, I want to say 9. I'll say 9. And my temper was terrible. And my mother came down, caught me having this disgusting outburst at a television at a character, a grinning phantom hedgehog thing that whatever I said and gestured to it didn't mean a fucking thing. It didn't mean anything. He just kept grinning at me and making me suck his dick in shadow balls. But the point is, from then on, I developed a very bad habit of being a bad loser. I never recognized it early enough to understand that this was terrible. This is why you suck at video games. This is why you suck at other things too. And you need to suck less through not being such a petty bitch. I didn't realize that soon enough. I carried that throughout my life quite a bit, and it infected many different facets of my life, things that I really enjoyed, and I would just become discouraged from doing those things because I knew how I would react. And the saddest thing was, I knew how I would react, but I never put any thought at that time into figuring out how to not react like that. And now I'm someone who has, I have served many in-school and out-school suspensions throughout my middle school career. And ultimately I was expelled for this stupid shit. But I was a shitbag. I was a little punk. I was an asshole. And I didn't like being that person. And that's when I finally got expelled, and my social circle became like very, very small. Kind of just boiled down to a couple of people, and then just a bunch of people who was like, fuck this kid, he's too angry all the time. And I had to realize if I wasn't going to change this, I would just continue to push my entire world away from me, and I would just be socially desolate. And these were not good feelings to have, and though I understood this, I decided to carry it on because I kept convincing myself to put in the work to do that was too much. It was too mentally straining. I didn't have time for that. I had to distract myself with other things. It was a mistake, and as cliche as I'm sure it's beginning to seem, but I used 2020. There was a period of time where I had been furloughed from my job, and I did take that time to think and try out new things I hadn't done before. I tried streaming Game streaming, I'm not the best at it. Admittedly, it was a nice way for me to expend some energy socially while I was, you really couldn't do anything outdoors. So I gave that a shot, and I think I might pick that up again in a more frequent capacity. I don't know yet, though. But I'm not afraid anymore to show my face and to talk about these things. I'm not. I know some videos I've posted, the most recent ones anyways, I had the camera face down, it's on my lap. It's filming my lap while it's recording my audio. And that's... No, you have to engage. You have to engage with people. But anyways, I'm going way off on a tangent here. Let me get back on track. I was a sore loser. A very bad loser. And you cannot be a good winner if you're not a good loser. You can't. It's just not... People have said it. I'm not the first one to say this shit. But I just want to reinforce it. Because it's very true. It's very true. And as I'm approaching 30... I'm realizing that you can't be this fucking guy anymore. You gotta wake up and learn how to lose. Because if you don't get so caught up in the fact that you lost, you will redirect that energy into learning why you lost. And lessening the likelihood that you'll lose next time. I didn't do that early enough, and now I have to learn that, and I'm starting to. I want others out there to learn it too. There's so many of you are fucking miserable. So many of you fucks are so miserable. Some of you people need love. Dude. People need love. Every fucking human being on this planet needs it. You need it. I tried telling myself I didn't need it. I need it. I need the warmth of my wife. I need the warmth of my child. I need the warmth of my parents. I need the warmth of my closest friends. And, sometimes you even need the warmth of your coworkers, because sometimes you have really trustworthy coworkers. People are cold out there, and they're getting colder. And they keep themselves warm through hatred. It's not efficient. I taught myself hate. I taught myself negativity, and I projected it on people. I trolled the fuck out of people on social media. I treated people like shit. I had bad interactions with strangers out in public for no reason. I did these things, and it's not the makings of a good human being. It's not the makings of a human being that people want to be around. It's not the makings of a human being that can ever feel good about themselves. You understand what I'm saying? We got a one shot at this. One. And yeah, none of us asked to be here. But why not make the best of the suffering that we must live with? Life is suffering. The fact that we were cruelly brought into existence to fail, to suffer, to lose, to experience great loss and great defeats, and face disease and sicknesses and unfairness and discriminations. It's not fair to be brought into this world for any of us. It's not. But we're here. Make it fucking work. Make it make sense. Make it have a meaning. Life doesn't have the meaning, it has a meaning, and that's up to you. Your meaning of life will never be the same as anybody else's, so never ask someone that question. It's ridiculous. Live that question. You'll have your answer. Don't be a bad loser. Learn these things. We're fragile. No matter how tough we are, we're susceptible to shit, man. Serious shit, deep shit, dark shit. Everybody has a depth to them. You have to get in tune with it. Depth is not something reserved for just writers and poets and actors. No, depth is in all of us. Who the fuck are you to say that it isn't? Don't sell yourself short like that. Explore your depth. Understand who the fuck you are. There's one thing crueler than existence itself, and that's knowingly not putting in the effort to understand what role fits you best in this life. It's not what you were meant to put on this earth to do necessarily. Yeah, you can call it that, but what fits best for you? Because the thing that you've gone with your whole entire life that fits best for you, what about the 1,000 other things that you didn't try? So that's a whole different point though. What I'm saying is, just find your happiness and let other people find their happiness. That's a much different point than don't be a bad loser, be a good loser. But I don't know, do you get it? I hope I made a little bit of sense, and I really appreciate you watching. It's pouring down hard. Thank you for watching, everybody. Take care.